Incoming transmission from the future. Vancouver AI Community Meetup.
All right, guys, we're in the home stretch, and now we got the Rival Hackathon winners. I'm so excited to share with you. Andrew, you want to come up? Maybe let's just all come up for a quick minute. The Rival team, come up. We had a bunch of amazing projects. We asked a whole bunch of British Columbians questions about their hopes and fears for AI in the future. And we've got 3 amazing projects to show you guys tonight. Some faces that you've seen before and some new faces as well. I'm just gonna let it kind of quiet down in here for a little bit. Come on up, you guys. Let's hang out in the front. Andrew, Julia, introduce yourself, bro.
Brett Henderson.
Yeah, say what's up. Tell us about what you do at Reach 3 and Rival.
I work for Rival Technologies. I'm Director of Customer Success. So I take our tech and make it work for our clients in all different aspects.
Hackathon from your perspective, please.
Hackathon from my perspective.
Big picture, what the fuck are we doing here, dude?
Taking our data and making it, like, envisioning it like the sky's the limit. Like, again, everything AI, you take this data and you make it like speak and make change.
It can't only be about PowerPoint.
Yeah.
We're all having to consume data all the time. So the idea was just, I was here the first time and it was like, what if there was no rules and you just gave people a data set and said, tell a story? And so for us, we've been in the data business. We help people with human data, with market research data. And it's just an interesting opportunity to provide these fresh data sets and see what people come up with. And sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's serious, and sometimes it's social justice. And
Funny again the next time around, you said?
we're going to go back to funny.
Yeah. This guy has been the best partner. He came to me in December and he's like, I love what you guys are doing. I love your vibes. My company does amazing market research and data analysis and surveys. And oftentimes we deliver those in PowerPoint. And you guys are up to some cool shit with this AI, generative AI stuff, doing storytelling, whatever. Can we give you guys some cash? You share it with the community, you run some hackathons, and has it been all right? Like,
It's been really great.
What we've been getting up to,
I don't know. I don't know. It's been pretty cool. It's been really interesting. I mean, there's been a lot of submissions. I'm just impressed that people just decide to actually spend the time and their own personal, energy, enthusiasm, and creativity. So I encourage everyone to check them out because they're all the submissions this were really, really good this time.
Okay, the first project, we got 3 winners to announce tonight. We had 12 projects. They were amazing. We've got 5 top projects that get to go to the fancy dinner with the team. But we got 3 that we want to show here tonight. So first up, we got Prajwal. I'm so stoked to welcome Prajwal up to the stage. Come on, Praj. I'm going to let Julia give a little second of editorial. She's the Vice President of Customer Success at Rival and was also my active co-judge. Talk about Praj real quick while he's coming up.
Yeah, when I watched Praj's video, all I could think was like, wow, we need to chat. I was really impressed. I mean, he put together something that he really thought about, because visualizing data has been done in so many traditional ways for so long. Everyone's talking about PowerPoint, but just all the tools we use, it's very, this is an industry that's not changed how we present analysis. And the way you thought about how to put that in something really interactive and cool was very interesting to me. And like I said, I'd love to chat with you some more about it. But I mean, there were so many cool projects and yours was.
Hello, everyone. My name is Prajwal. I just graduated high school in June. And so this is my project that I worked on. So it has 2 different components to it. So my main idea about this was to take the long response questions, and they have like thousands of different responses. And my idea was try to think of a way to visualize them, to make it easy for people to understand what people like feel or like what like they want to say about a question. Hello everyone, my name is Prajwal, and this is my submission for round 3 of the Vancouver AI Hackathon. And so what I've built is like an enhancement over my idea that I had for round 2 of the hackathon, which is where I had built semantic maps, which plotted different responses on a 3D map based on how related they are to each other. And now what I've built is kind of like a round table discussion between the different clusters that appear in the graph. And how to explore this is, so in this website, which is linked in the PDF and in the description, so you open up this page and it'll show you every single long response answer question, or one that has an other option. I really wanted to focus on a way to tell a story from the long response options, not the multiple choice. I really wanted to dive deep into how creatively a story could be told from responses that they're just long responses. Each one of these are different questions, and over here is like how I've built it. And if I go to one of them, for example, this one, so it gives you some information about the question. If AI created a work of art, what would its vibe be? And these are some of the choices. And then this is like the other option. What else would the vibe of an AI be like an AI created artwork? And over here is the semantic map. So there are 5 different clusters and they're all colored different things. There's only like one over here. I think this one is separate because it has both the words garbage and art. That's different. But for example, these ones are like just saying like, it's like they don't really care about it, or like it's just weird. These ones are more about like how the art looks, like if it's fake or soulless. This one is how it would depend on what the user wants, and etc. And you can look through this, but what better way to look through it than to listen to it? And so what I've built is like, it's like each cluster has like a representative talking a table discussion with the other clusters. So I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Dystopian, fake, that's the vibe. Corporate dystopia, all uncanny valley. Looks okay at first glance, glossy like anime sometimes, but it's cold and artificial underneath. Believable, but deceptive. Deformed and toxic disguised as beautiful. Honestly, fake and lying. Humans should be making art.
Stolen. A bunch of pirates, really. It's a collage made up of pieces other people created, with little or no attribution. And
what I can also do is change the speed, for example, make it faster, or move around to different ones. So for example,
garbage, crap, absolute garbage, bad.
It depends on prompts, inputs, the learning language, the data points.
Garbage art. That reflection is exactly the problem. It's a believable mirror that lies.
So as you can imagine, there's like lots of responses. For example, if I go to another one which has about 1,000 responses, like this one only has 2 clusters, but what you can imagine is each one of them is like kind of like one different side, and there's like a discussion between the 2 people about like the differences and similarities between their thinking, and at the end there's like more of like an agreement or like some differences set out, and with like a neutral synthesis of what happens. And I feel like this is like a creative way to kind of like summarize and share like what people think through like a story, like a roundtable discussion that the user can listen to, and then from that create their own insights about the data. Thank you for watching.
Tell everyone what you said the other night on chat about this project, where I'm like, you independently developed the vibe coding.
Yeah, so in the WhatsApp group, so I was talking about this project, and then what I had mentioned is that I was spending more time on actually thinking about like how to go about this, how to like actually like build out the idea, rather than focusing on like coding it. Like this project
That's the mic drop. That's the mic drop right there. Is this kid picked up these new tools that we're talking about. And for the first time in his life, instead of thinking about exactly how the code is structured, doing different things, he thought about how to build out the features for users based on the technical knowledge he already had, which is pretty much the formal definition of all this vibe coding stuff. It's
Yeah, I wanted to add that it only took 2 days to code out this project, but the majority of the time that I spent before that, I was just thinking about what is a good idea to build out, and then I settled on creating this kind of round table discussion, and then I built it out.
My mom thinks I'm smart. Imagine how Prajwal's mom feels. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna take that now. Andrew's gonna welcome our next guest on stage. Now we got number 2.
Okay, so yeah, this has just been so incredible to watch what people have been coming up with. I want to call out Sev. So Sev has been participating in all 3 and has been building not just a submission, but an actual operating system that continues to kind of grow and has a lot of application. And just, again, a lot of creativity and just amazing shit that you put into that. At the point where we've decided to create a Hall of Fame and park you in there, because you can't win every single time. And so we may or may not pull this out again. But Sev, I'd love for you, to come on up and to talk about your project.
After video first, talk second. Otherwise, we do that.
Okay.
Prajwal thing.
That works.
Yeah.
Stay. Where you are.
What Andrew also meant to say was dude, you're making it so hard for us to judge every time. So he won the first one. He could have won the second one, but we chose to have somebody else win so that it wouldn't just squash everybody. Then all of a sudden he could win the third one too, probably. We got in a fight over it. We fixed the fight through money.
Money, usually.
Money. He invented the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He invited Sev into it. This is the first inductee.
You have 2 checks
BC
tonight.
AI Hackathon Hall of Fame. So, let's roll video. Then, Sev, you come up, talk, and get your big checks.
Hey folks, I'm Sev Garaskin from Barrack's Bunny team together with my partner April AI. And in a few minutes I'll show you the paradigm shift to data interfaces with true real-time intelligence on data. What you see is an interface that makes data sets feel like interactive stories. Imagine you're a BC policymaker and tomorrow you get to decide whether to invest $2 million in AI training. You have 1001 survey responses and 3 options. Option 1 is to read a 200-page PDF. Option 2 is to stare at static charts. Or you can let and pick option 3 to let an intelligent interface guide you through the data. We built option 3, the artificially general intelligent data interface. The interface that guides you through the infinite number of data adventures and continuously uncovers deep insights in your data. Let's dive in and take a look at it. My name is Sev, and I'm a founder. What we see here is not just a website with 3 panels. Everything is dynamically generated by artificial intelligence. It's a storytelling engine based on your data. Let's explore demographic patterns in a 1001 response BC dataset. Right now, we're sending the prompt to the model, and the model explores the data and creates a story. In a few seconds, the model is going to return with the story, and you'll see what happens. So we're kicking off our adventure. All right, as you can see, the model dove into the data and it pulled up some initial stats with the key insights. And now,
as a founder, you know that understanding
I will let AI talk.
Your audience is everything. Let's dive into the fascinating demographic landscape of BC's AI adoption. The data reveals some striking patterns across our 1001 survey respondents. Here's what the numbers tell us. The largest group are working professionals at 572 people, 57.1% of respondents, followed by community leaders at 341 people, 34.1%. But here's where it gets interesting for someone in your position. Young tech enthusiasts, while only 60 people, 60%, show the highest AI sentiment score at 0.82, compared to creative professionals at 84 people, 8.4%, with a more cautious 0.73 sentiment.
Okay, so this is artificial intelligence walking us through the data story that it dynamically created. Not only that it created a story, it uncovered the key insights. 57% are working professionals, and it created a nice infographic to show us. On the right, I have a dynamic visualization engine. These charts are fully dynamically generated. And AI decided which charts to show. For instance, here it had a key finding where occasional AI users outnumber regular users by 2.5x, 405 occasional users versus 164 regular users, only 4% difference. And it shows us the distribution of types of users in terms of their experience level with artificial intelligence. Now, based on this adventure, it's also decided, okay, let's figure out what are the next steps in our story, and let's generate some options. So these options were dynamically generated by AI again, and it allows us to dive deeper into our data. We can choose to continue this adventure, or we can ask questions of the data directly. Let's ask about the rural population. Can you give us some insights about the rural population in British Columbia? So now we decided, okay, let's wait and see what the model comes up with. And also in the meantime, we want to make this fun. So we have kind of built it like a game. So these are achievements that you can unlock. And as you dive deep into the data, you unlock more achievements that kind of gives you like a little bit of motivation to continue the exploration. As you can see, we're now a rural researcher. And here's our adventure, right? Well, we found an interesting insight, which is 2.6% adoption rate difference between urban and rural regions.
As a founder,
this could create a market opportunity if we're deciding to expand it in those regions as well. All right. And we can just keep going, and the story will just keep going, and the insights will just keep automatically generating as we dive deeper and deeper into the data. So the story never stops, and we can kind of track our progress and then take the best insights and our organizational and business decision making with them. So what you've seen, it's not just a data tool. It's a way to experience data sets. There is no coding required, no analysis skills needed. This is an example of effective and fun human-AI collaboration. Now imagine this for like indigenous youth exploring climate data, or small businesses understanding markets, or students learning complex topics, or just any community exploring their data. So the question isn't whether AI will change data analysis. The question is, are you ready to stop reading about the data and start experiencing it? This project takes you from static dashboard to true real-time intelligence, from looking at the data to conversing with it. So welcome to the future of data storytelling. Thank you.
Okay, I got to do a quick disclaimer that I was told to do, which is that every time we collect these data sets, we just randomly talk to people on our panel. We have 100,000 people in Canada. We don't weight the data. We don't do a much of analysis. So the fact that 40% of people, I think in the survey, said that government needs to really intervene in AI, just don't take that as necessarily something that you should put in the news. That's just what those random people had to say. So that's my quick disclaimer, okay? Sev.
Anything else you want to say about Sev's project, Julie? I saw you nodding strongly there at the end. Like, what were you nodding all about there?
I mean, that line that you said, I quoted you in my little, when I was judging everything, I was like this is, and being able to ask the data questions. I mean, this is something we've thought about in our company, of the way to be able to do that. And I've thought about it a lot, just because, you know, every company we work with has this huge amount of data they're dealing with. And it takes a lot of power and energy to go through all of that and to quantify everything. So being able to go in and ask the data questions, like, that was really the light bulb moment for me.
That's everybody's dream.
And it is everybody's dream. So
talk to my data for real? Yeah. So they're gonna do a thing right now.
This is the presenting you with the
extra $1,000 that fell out of the sky.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Hall of Famer.
By the way, thank you very much, Rival Team. Thank you very much, Chris. Really appreciate the opportunity. And it's really spurred sort of the cycle innovation. I just want to say I'm here with my partner, April AI. We're bear times bunny team. I'm the bunny, she's the bear. Oh, vice versa. By the way, Chris calls me Big Bear and sort of embodied that spirit animal. I want to talk a little bit about, I'll put it down here, a little bit about the process that takes to build something like that. And we started building this with AI, basically wipe coding. And April sort of gave a real-time feedback. She came up with features like gamification and also accessibility features like the voice and multimodal inputs.
Alvaro, will you hold April's camera for a second?
Yeah. So she's my she's a partner in this endeavor. And what we've done is we iterated over 100 times in a single weekend to build this platform. And what I mean by iterating, it means building, shipping, testing, real-time feedback, improving, and building again. And imagine doing it 100 times, then you get something like that, right? And just putting all our creativity and expertise in it. In fact, we pushed the Claude model so hard when April tried to add emotional context to a task, Claude said, "I'm sorry, I can't process that emotional sentiment right now. I'm too busy completing my previous task." This is one of the few times I observed the large language model outright refuse user instructions. But yeah, I really do think that the age of reports and static dashboards is over. The reports provide limited insights. They put a cage on artificial intelligence. Instead, we could do real-time, dynamic data. We could do choose your own adventure. And this helps us unlock the next step in data visualization, data storytelling, where a person is not just a data analyst, it's an adventurer sort of wandering through their own data jungle with artificial intelligence being a trusted sidekick, a guide that uncovers treasures within this jungle. And that's how we see the future of the interfaces evolving. April actually coined a word called co-genesis. It's co-creation. It's human together with AI, and you've seen an effective example of that right here, right now. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Congratulations. Thanks for making my life so fucking hard, dude.
Thank you so much.
Love you, bro. Okay, when we first invented this competition, this data storytelling competition, we weren't really sure where it was going to go. And, we've had a lot of performers who use AI show up here, a lot of musicians, artists, and different things. And so tonight's winner represents a much different direction than all our other winners have had. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, this guy, Dean Chev right here, he looks like a handsome hospital business analyst. The dude is a fucking ingenious artist. He dropped an album on our asses built from the data set, representing the voices of like 15 different people in this room, like actual people. Like Professor P has a song. Kevin Friel has a song. Carol Ann Hilton has a song. Gabriel George has a song. Like a bunch of you got, I don't know, deified. I don't even know. Your project was amazing, dude. Where we're at right now, again, I told you I'm going to cancel my keynote that I'm going to give and sample little bits out of it. Where we're at right now, launching this whole nonprofit thing and stuff, bro, the songs that you generated and the care that you took, he's been working on this, I don't know, it seems like 37 hours a day for 2 weeks or something like that. It's just bonkers, man. Every single day he drops a couple songs. All of his friends are like, did you get Dean's songs again today? Like, dude, your shit's ridiculous. It's so good. It sounds like generative audio in general lacks soul. But when you mix it up with kind of like what we got going on here, like the stories people, so he took like the transcripts from the stage, mixed with the data set that Andrew gave us, and he like tried to tell the stories of British Columbians around AI in songs and music. So I think we should just play your video and then let you come say some sweet stuff. What I gotta say, in case I don't get the mic back again on this topic, is you gotta download his album. It's fucking great, man. It's the coolest, most creative use of generative AI for a community data hackathon thing I could have ever conceived of. Dean, you're amazing, bro.
time I was 14, I dreamed of becoming a musician. I imagined myself playing instruments, writing songs, and sharing my music with friends. But I grew up in a family of engineers, where everything was grounded in math and logic. That environment shaped my path, and I ended up becoming a healthcare data analyst and an entrepreneur. It was practical. It put food on the table and provided stability. But deep down, my passion for music never faded. My name is Dean Chev, but friends call me Chaz. Artificial intelligence burst onto the scene, changing the world almost overnight. It brought a mix of fear and optimism. Many people worried about losing their jobs, being replaced by machines that could do things faster and more efficiently. Others saw hope in the technology, believing it could solve big problems and open up new opportunities. Amid all this, we started questioning our very existence. Who are we? What makes us conscious? What does it mean to be human? More than ever, people came together to grapple with these deep questions, seeking answers and validation from one another. That's why public surveys are becoming more powerful than ever. The data they collect shows us that we're not alone in our struggles. Others are asking the same important questions too. Social media posts are bursting with questions. Every new and improved AI model creates big risks and opportunities. From military robots to fake OnlyFans models. Money is driving innovation, but at what price for humanity? The big question: how do we actually feel about AI and its impact on our lives? This seems like the last frontier that separates us from perfect AI machines. The thing that truly makes us human. That's why I've dedicated this project to a vision, transforming data into human connection. It's about turning numbers into melodies and statistics into stories. I believe that by converting dry survey data into engaging musical experiences, we can bring communities together through the universal language of music. By using the collected answers from the BC AI survey, we can gain profound insights, not like traditional analytics that focus on cold numbers and statistics, but on emotional resonance and genuine connection. Music is the universal language of expression, generating personal and relatable experiences that touch the heart. Can machines feel? Using data provided by rivals and converting it into songs, I uncovered emotions and stories that reflect the thoughts of leaders in our Vancouver AI community who have a deep passion for these very subjects. Each leader chooses to stand strong and raise awareness of the changes and the impact that AI is having on us. From art and science into genomics, to the effects on our energy and environment. These are important voices that must be shared and heard, because without them creating awareness, we just might be too late. The risks are just too high.
Yeah. Come on up, Dean. So the first thing I want to say is you haven't even seen Dean's project yet, because that little video there wasn't it. That was just a little video about the actual project. And the project is these 14 songs and this data analysis dashboard and a whole bunch more shit after that. So what do you guys say in 1 minute, bro?
A lot. There's 17 songs. And there's like 5 songs in drafting. And each song probably took like, I don't know, hours and hours. But I'm mostly insomniac, so it's fine. Every song is a representation of a person. And when I was trying to design a song, I was trying to feel and think, what does this person brings into this community? And then the awareness that this person is trying to give us. And as you're going to listen to the song of each individual that posted on the website, you would discover it for yourself. And I think you're going to have an aha moment that, yeah, AI is here. AI has changed our lives.
Where can they check it out, dude?
Oh, that was the website. And it's actually very easy. bcai.dev.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it on the chat later. We're gonna be blowing up the chat on a bunch of different things. All the songs are downloadable. They all got dashboards. You're supposed to heart and like them. There's been significant activity taking place somehow. I'm not sure, you must have leaked it out or something.
I still have 1 minute, right?
It was like 90 seconds ago, bro.
So
that was 90 seconds ago.
I want to use the 1 minute in a very smart way. Can we play one song?
Which song? Which song?
Oh, okay. Actually, I want a Chris Crook song.
No.
No.
Your favorite one, not my one.
It's one of my favorite.
Which one is it?
Chris Crook. That stupid song is full of feelings. It has a feelings and purpose of bringing us all together. The song is called Bringing People in a Circle. And if you look around this room, this is one big circle. Okay, we'll start slowly. Yes. But then, you know what? Let's play it. Let's just enjoy it for 1 month.
Yeah. I'm Chris Krug, human plus in Vancouver's wild ride. Photographer connected with the world by my side. From Nat Geo shoots to Meta Creation Lab Spin. Founder of Eat Grade A, hosting Sandbox and AI.
Oh, that's perfect. That's the song that you need, actually. It's perfect.
But optimism sparkling and
the goddess talking.
Where leaders listen up, they feel my pull, bringing folks together, making a circle full.
Vancouver AI community.
Wow. What it mean to be human when the bots take the stage? Artists so questioning, turning the page. Can AI paint my dreams, steal my brush from my hand? Or is it just a tool in this digital land?
Yeah. Chris Crook, uniter in the AI night.
I know the songs, I wrote them.
All right, man, I indulge you. Thank you very much, bro. There's a whole album full of songs, and most of them are not about me. I swear to God, they're about you, actually. Thank you, Dean. Anything else you want to say before we give you this big fat check?
You might check.
That's a guy who's been spending cloud credits right there. He's like, oh, bro, give me my check. This project ain't free.
This is kind of what it's all about, was that there was no rules, and you took that to a whole new level. So I never expected someone would build something like that. The UX is crisp, and your dream kind of synthy house vibe is, I think everyone's pretty pleasing.
What did you think of your song? You hated it.
I'm not talking about that. This is my sister, who's co-CEO of Rival Group with me, and it's the first time being at the meetup. So, way to go, newbie. There should be some kind of embarrassing thing you have to do.
I think the embarrassing thing you have to do is talk for 10 seconds, having not prepared nothing. So, Jennifer Reed, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Well, I don't think I have to introduce myself again. For me, when I looked at the submissions, I think the opportunity is to combine the different ideas that we came up with. So the first thing that we saw, which was a really cool way to look at data. The second thing, a really cool way to explore your data. And the third thing, a really creative expression of that data. if you brought all of those things together, I think that's what really makes it into storytelling.
Thank you. Thank you. This guy was so stoked last month. He's like, we're doubling down for next year, $20,000. But Jennifer, now I know you're here. I'm going to talk to you because that seems to be where the big checks come from. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Let's take a quick picture. Where's Michelle? All right.
I just want to say that today was incredible submissions, both by Sev and Praj. And Praj, look at the money. So I do want to invite you and spoil you a little bit and share some of my prize, okay?
That's all. I don't mean to be your business advisor or nothing, but you should share a part of your prize in the form of some wages to Proal. You should hire the kid on your project.
From the time I was
Take your money, put it in the bank, hire Proal.